Hey everybody, welcome to Pink Shade. Guess what, guys? Love is Blind UK is back. We are here, Keisha and I, to break it down for you. Keisha.
Cheerio.
Cheerio. Pip pip, good day. You guys don't worry, we won't do that the whole time. But sometimes the accents are so strong.
Yes.
That it's like, I don't care. And you're like, are you saying care? What are you saying?
There's a couple of people that it's real thick. It's like, because you get to a point where you feel like you too have a British accent. You understand it so well.
Yes.
And then one or two people will come, you're like, what the fuck was that?
Who do
you know what I mean? It's like being in New York and you hear someone that, like the strong Southern accents, like, what the hell? Where'd you come from?
And then you're like, are
like
you
that.
actually from
Yes.
England? Did you sound like a different country? Yeah.
Yeah. I actually told someone, like, no, you're Irish. You're from Ireland. That is not an English accent. Like, I fucking know the difference.
But by the way, some of these people are from Wales, Ireland, and Scotland.
Okay.
And I have that on my spreadsheet. So if we're interested in somebody, I do have that information. And what I'm going to try to do around the time we get to episodes 8 and 9, when they are just starting to discuss where they're going to live, I'm going to actually, don't hold me to this, but what I'm going to try to do is get a little map and mark where people are from so we can understand the distance. Because if somebody said, I live in St. Louis and I live in Atlanta, you and I would get it. We'd be like, okay, that's too far to commute.
Yes.
But here, where they're talking about different sides of London, you're like, okay, is that 10 minutes or an hour?
I'm kind of like, is that by Buckingham Palace? Like, what is it?
And also, is that also near Westminster Abbey? And are those things near each other? We don't know. We don't know.
Not a clue. No.
So, and I've been there, but just the one time, and I just did the touristy things. So,
right.
I am going to try to put together a little map. So if it says like this, like we know Jack lives in Cornwall, and later we find out who he's with, and she's not from Cornwall. Is that a big deal for somebody to have to move to Cornwall for him? Whatever. So I'm gonna have all that broken down by the time we get to episode 8.
Here's my thing. I think that if you are at the point in your life where you are so desperate that you have to go on a television show, distance should not matter. I don't care if you got to fly back and forth every day. You are on a show because you have been so unlucky in love. You better catch that flight. You better catch that red eye. I mean, come on. And by the way, you kept saying season 8. I hope by the time we get to season 8, we are rich and famous and we don't have to cover this shit.
Listen. See, this is Love is Blind UK season 3.
And
you and I have covered time. You and I have covered 1 and 2.
Yeah.
We've been doing this a while. We've been doing this a while.
Yeah, hope for us. We've been getting some attention here lately.
Yeah. Yes. Let me tell you what, Keisha, age inappropriate. We got some attention for that show we're doing over there on the free feed, and we had some comments, but we're not here to talk about that. This is currently I have notes through episode 7 as of this recording, where we're talking about episode 1 and 2. It's 52 pages of notes, so
it's a lot.
We got to dive right in. I'm going to try to make it concise as I go, but if I don't write it down detailed, then I won't remember. So today is Wednesday, August 19th, when this is coming out. Episode 1 and 2 is out. Episode 3 and 4 is out. Tomorrow on Thursday, you will get the next 2 episodes, which will be 5, 6, 7, 8. That's what they gave us. They gave us 8 in 1 week. We didn't appreciate that, but that's what we got.
It is what it is.
I've almost watched all 8 as of this taping, and this season is great. We love how fast it moves.
Yes.
And
they're not wasting time. There's not all that filler shit that they normally do that no one remembers. It's just they were not wasting. I don't know if the budget was a little bit different, or maybe they heard us and said, those Pink Shade girls said that we really are wasting a lot of time.
We gotta go faster.
To change it up. Yeah,
gotta go faster.
Either way.
So I like it. So normally Keisha and I, because we usually get like 4 episodes at a time here, this time they gave us 8. We're going to make our predictions if people get married. 2 I do's. We're going to make that at the end of episode 8.
Oh, I mean, I can make my predictions right now at episode 6.
Nope. You are not allowed to do that. And you and I because I fluctuate on some of these couples. Like I believe in their love and then I don't. So we gotta, that end of episode 8, we'll make our predictions.
Okay.
Because I think by the end of episode 8, we'll know if anybody like broke up or what. Because there could be.
We got some suspicious people.
We have some suspicious characters.
We do.
And one person, I'll give a little teaser as we get closer to 7 and 8. One person is fully a cult leader in an MLM.
I wonder who that could be. And I haven't even gotten to that episode. And I already know.
Fully cult leader MLM. Okay. And listen, we love a little culty MLM.
Oh, yes, most definitely.
All right. I've got my spreadsheet. I got my slideshow. Let me go ahead and pull my slideshow up before we get started so that when, is that my slideshow? Yes. So that
and here, guys, she doesn't just do the slideshow for y'all. She does it for her co-host too. Because it takes me about 4 episodes before I remember these people's names.
Yeah, let me pull the slideshow. I tried to pull up just one picture, but I got to get the whole slideshow. Google Slides. Every time it asks me 14 questions, but here we go. And you guys notice that thank you to Ingrid for making us a new background here for our Love is Blind UK.
Gotta love her.
Love is Blind UK season 3 slideshow. There it is. Select. It may pop it up right on the screen. I don't know. Sometimes it does. But I've got every person individually that they gave us. I've got all their information on a spreadsheet, and I've got the couples as they join towards the bottom. So,
right.
All right, here we go. So let me take a little sip of water because Lord.
Yeah, it's a lot of talking.
I got all my, in the words of Keisha, I got all my throat lozengers. Here.
That was a whole conversation yesterday.
Yes, it was. Okay.
After the show as well.
Season 3, episode 1, Gotta Stop Telling These Girls I Love Them is the title. Okay.
Good title.
All right. So we open up with quick clips of the season. I didn't pay much attention, but this is where Keisha's sharp mind comes in. When they show us the quick clips and they do it again at the end of episode 4 and 8, Keisha pays attention and always can tell me like 4 episodes in, she'll go, oh, but remember when they show the quick clips, I'll be like, no, I do not. I do not. So thank you, Keisha. I just know that you're going to pay attention. Emma and Matt come in, blah, blah, meet the people. Yep. The pods are open.
They didn't do too much either this year. They didn't.
No, but they kind of didn't do a lot last year either. So the first person we meet is Jack.
And that picture right there explains him, describes his personality to a T.
Okay.
Right there.
Jack is a chef, and literally you could have put this picture on the screen and said, what does this guy do? And I would have said he's a chef.
I tell you what, I don't know about a chef. He's giving me Waffle House cook a little bit.
Okay.
But I don't see him at some 4-star restaurant. I don't know if I would trust whatever Jack made. I don't know.
All right. Well, that's Jack. He's a chef. Okay. He says he lives in Cornwall, and it's hard to date there because you always bump into someone you know or someone you've dated or somebody's mom that you dated. And he goes, but my chat is the best in the world. I've never used a dating app. I'm one of a kind. I want to find a wife. I want to marry my best friend. My parents divorced when I was 5. So I would say I had said I'd never get married. Now, let me read you what it says about Jack here. Okay, on the information given to us from Netflix. Okay. All of Jack's hobbies revolve around the beach. He enjoys fishing, surfing, and running along the coast, and he even works as a chef at the UK's only beach club. Jack is all about the simplicity of life by the sea, but one thing he doesn't like about living in a small town is the dating scene. He's been single for 2 years after a long-term relationship that ended when his ex moved away. So Cornwall, maybe not that great, but Jack knows everyone in his area. He's traveling to the pods to find a connection with someone from beyond the shoreline. Okay.
Well, so I'm sure he does know everyone because that mouth hole does not close at all. It is constantly on the go. Just nonstop chitter chatter. All the episodes just chit, chat, whole time.
And he's very attention seeking in the men's quarters. He's very much like, look at me, look at me, look at me. I could cook. I could dance. I could do the worm. And you're like,
we know that his desk was right next to the teacher's desk in school.
Great point. Great point. And so he meets a bunch of different girls and he's like, I want to hug you through the wall to almost all the girls. Yes. He says this. Now he meets Faye. So I got to scroll to her because I got like 16 people to scroll through here, guys. Here's Faye. Okay, here's Faye.
Nice looking girl.
In this picture, she looks like Gina Kirschneider from Real Housewives of OC, but she's so much better looking than this picture, I think.
Yeah, she was like, look, if they're going to see me, this is the sex kitten that they're going to see right here. Because her personality is nothing like this picture.
I think she's very cute. And
she is.
Okay, let me click over here to the women and go over to Faye. Okay, Faye is an executive assistant. And what we know about Faye is she's from London. You know, people about London might not want to move to Cornwall, but let's find out. Faye is a passionate skier, but uncovering the same love of passion in her love life has been an uphill battle. In fact, romance has been on ice for some time. She was last in a serious relationship as a teenager, and that's because men simply judge her by her looks. So she views dating Blind in the Pods as an opportunity for her to be seen for who she really is, unfiltered, loud, full of energy, with the ability to bring even the quietest people out of their shells. She's sure to warm lots of hearts in this experiment, even through a wall.
She lied on her application because that does not describe the woman that we saw at all in the pods.
She doesn't
she wasn't this high energetic,
loud.
Like, nothing like that. No. But I mean, she still got the job. So I guess that's all that really matters.
Yeah. So she says she's from Guernsey originally, which is near Cornwall. And he says, so are you like the feminine type, girly type? And she goes, yeah, when I was young, I was a tomboy. I rode horses. And now we have phrases that will be used over and over. And this one is show up for me.
That's the new word of the year.
She's looking for somebody to show up for me, be fun, be my best friend, be silly, be my cheerleader. She goes, if I'm dancing on a bar, somebody needs to support me. And he's like, that's me. I tick all your boxes. Tick all your boxes is another one.
I think he would bump her off the stage and say, now it's my turn. Let me show you what I really got.
True.
It's some of that, but he likes the spotlight to be on him at all.
Yeah. So, tick all the boxes and show up for me are our two phrases that we've got here. Because a couple of years ago, it was good on paper. Good on paper. You're perfect on paper. Yeah.
Yes.
So he's like, Faye, I fancy you just from talking. And then she goes, I think you're a little bit fit as well. And then he walks out and is like, I love you. Bye. And she's like, oh my gosh. And they laugh.
She should have never come back again after that.
Next we have Sierra. Okay.
Oh God.
Y'all, you know how much I love Quince. They are the best summer pieces. These are the ones you reach for over and over again. And right now I am obsessed with this white linen popover shirt. I'm wearing it right this minute. I wore it for all my recordings this week. It is so easy to throw on. And I have some white linen shorts to go with it. It's an adorable set. It's my new thing. They have 100% European linen, their pants, dresses, tops. These are the pieces that you reach for all summer, and they start at just $32. They have amazing soft denim. They have organic cotton sweaters. And of course, they have that gorgeous silk and Mongolian cashmere. Did you guys also know they have jewelry? Did you know they have maternity clothes? Did you know they have luggage and also bedding? You guys, they have so much great stuff, and they have the most amazing things for gifts. Everything at Quince is priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. They work directly with ethical factories and cut out the middleman, so you're paying for exceptional quality, not brand markup. And it's not just apparel. Make your summer wardrobe feel easier. Go to quince.com/pinkshade for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/pinkshade for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/pinkshade. And Canadian bunkies, let me know what you got. Sierra is 29, a Pilates instructor, pronounced Kiara. Now, will I remember to call her Kiara instead of Sierra? We don't know.
She's something else that starts with the letter C.
She sure is. She sure is, Keisha. Okay. Kiara says she has a taste for, she's from London, has a taste for luxury, which manifests in extravagant brunches, dinner parties, and at least 3 dates a week with eligible bachelors whom she expects to pull out all the stops. Even with her booked and busy social life, she still finds time to teach Pilates, take lavish vacations, and spend time with her family. Though she definitely appreciates the finer things in life, Kara is hunting for a man who can connect on a deeper level. Having been cheated on in all her past relationships, she's hoping for a partner who values her for more than just her looks and can fix her trust issues. That's Kara.
Well, I tell you what, everything about Kara screams cheap to me, and sugar baby. Everything on her looks cheap. The hair looks cheap. The makeup looks cheap. The dress screams, oh, there was a sale at Forever 21. Everything. Like, she does not scream extravagance to me at all. And those eyebrows. Oh, my God.
They're too dark, you think, for her hair?
Way too. She looks like she's straight from Sesame Street. Burton Ernie's apartment. Yeah, they're a lot.
I'm going to look like that tomorrow. I'm getting my eyebrows dyed. And then next time you see me, you'll be like, come and play. Everything's A-okay.
Okay. Can't wait.
So Kiara says she's a vegan. So she says to Jack, what would you cook for me? And he goes, we would do a picnic. And he explains. And he goes, well, I'll bring some Prosecco. She goes, I like champagne. He goes, okay. She goes, I'm a bit of a princess. He goes, oh, that's amazing because I would love to show you off. Another phrase they use quite a bit. I would like to show you off. And she goes, yeah, I like that. And he goes, I bet you put on perfume for a blind date. And she goes, yeah, of course. And it's expensive. And he goes, okay, you're in my top. Okay, I love you. Bye.
No one with money talks about money the way that she does.
She talks about money
all the time.
And she wants you to know if you don't have it,
she ain't got time.
Don't come to me. So she goes, oh, Jack, he was fun and flirty, good energy. And then we see him dancing around in the male quarters like a dork. And he says Faye and Kira are his top two. Okay.
He is this season's, what was the guy last year? The black guy, Edwin, the one that would like kiss the floor.
Oh, Lord, that poor guy. He was so strange.
Always acting a fool. Yeah.
So, yeah, he's not that bad. He's not.
No, Jack has social skills.
Yeah.
The other guy has zero social skills, but everyone loved him.
Yeah, everybody loved him, though. He was nice to everybody.
Yeah.
So over in the women's quarters, Kara is talking to the ladies, and she goes, I love to go on a date. I love to date. You know, I used to have a 300-pound minimum spend. So that's $406, Keisha.
Okay, thank you.
That's her minimum spend. And she says one time a guy spent 15,000 pounds on a first date. That's $20,000, Keisha. And
he spent $20,000 on a first date.
And they're like, what? Huh? And they're all like, we're doing something wrong. And she goes,
that is a high class hooker fee right there.
She goes, it was the Wimbledon men's final. Now, probably to go to the Wimbledon men's final, it might be $6,000-7,000 a ticket. And the rest probably was just like the food she ate from the, concession stand. And she goes, keep your standards high, girlies, because if they want you, they'll do it. And the girls are looking at each other like, is she a hooker?
Okay, bitch. Reminds me of Brynn from Real Housewives of New York.
Yes, it does a little bit. Or it's like Lala, BJ for the PJ. So the talking head Kira says, I enjoy the finer things in life and I'm expensive and I expect someone to spend on me. I have princess energy and it's important that my partner aligns and has my same lifestyle. I've been cheated on in all my previous relationships. I'm looking for a teammate who'll be my biggest support to build a life and a family, but not if you're a poor, because if you're a poor, don't come for me. She doesn't say that part.
I know, but she might as well have said that. I mean, I don't even know her and I want to cheat on her. Like,
But I'm thinking like, girl, this is not it.
It's a lot. It's just too. I mean, it really screams, I'm living on a park bench. I need someone to rescue me. But you're trying to act like you're so... No, you just say you want a guy with money. And
she's a Pilates instructor, Keisha.
So you know she's not making a lot of money.
She's not, unless she owns a chain of studios, she's not making a lot of money. Yeah, so...
I'm really glad she still lives with her parents.
She's either been a kept woman all this time and had guys just paying for her stuff so she could just be a Pilates instructor. Not just, that's a job, but not making the kind of money that she's claiming to have. So either she's been a kept woman all this time and now she's decided, like, I'm too old to do that. And these guys are all 60 and don't want to have kids. Right. Let me move into this next phase. But going on Love is Blind is weird because she's so high on herself that she would think somebody wants to get a look at all this, you know?
Yeah.
So Kara meets AJ. Here's AJ.
Oh,
okay. Relax. I know you're hot for AJ.
Yeah.
AJ, here it says AJ 33, former banking associate. Here on his profile that Netflix gave us, it says 33 fitness coach from London. And here is his description, Keisha. Okay. AJ is a total hunk.
Yes. Stop right there. That's all we need.
AJ is a total hunk who knows how to slam dunk. And he has the basketball titles to prove it. The former baller describes himself as a confident charmer who gets plenty of attention from women. Up until recently, AJ was a big shot banker, bringing in an impressive salary. But he ultimately decided not to stay in that arena. He's now chasing his other passions, including travel and fitness. A woman who shares those interests is sure to win his heart in the pods. So she's a Pilates instructor. He was in banking, which means there is potential for him to be rich.
Or broke.
But since he's former and now wants to be a fitness instructor, I bet he just saved so much freaking money that he could live like this for a few years.
Not with Kara.
But not with Kara.
No.
So they immediately agree. They both like East London for the fun, but like West London is better for a home, for a cozy spot to rest their heads. She tells him she's a Pilates instructor. He says he's a former basketball player. Then he went into banking, but right now he's working on his Pilates reformer instruction credentials. Boner killer, not hot.
Yeah, I wish she kind of didn't say any of that because personally, I've never even seen a male Pilates instructor.
I haven't either. It doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
It doesn't mean it doesn't exist, but
I think because he wants to like be a gym owner, he wants to maybe be well versed in everything fitness.
Well, if you're the gym owner, you don't need to. You just hire people to do that shit.
I know. And he says, she goes, well, I like the finer things in life. And he goes, yeah, working in banking, I saw a lot of it. And she's like, ooh, tell me more.
Yes.
And he goes, but I got burned out. And she's like, ew, gross.
Oh, I mean, can you get burned out a little longer? Just a little bit? Like enough to buy me a big house and kids? And
she says, he says he likes the finer things in life. He saw it in banking, but he got burned out. And she goes, I do too. I like the finer things in life. And I like to dress well.
But
and
we didn't see her dress well.
Not yet. Not yet. No. Episode 7. Not yet. And he says he had a 5-year relationship that ended in 2020. She says she was in a serious relationship. Sugar daddy. That ended 2 years ago. And it taught her a lot. And he says, I'm ready. I'm ready to be in this. I'm ready to find someone to get married. If we match, you'll get 100% of me. He says his parents had an arranged marriage. And his younger brother recently got married, and his brother really showed him what it's like to be in love and commit. And he's looking for a partner and someone to raise kids with. And he goes, all my aunties and uncles are asking me when I'm getting married. So I'm assuming he's half Indian. He hasn't said that because arranged marriage.
I feel like he's all Indian.
Oh, you do? Well, I guess if both of his parents are Indian. Okay, duh.
Because that's okay, Mary Payne. A lot's been going on the last couple of days. A lot of it's been going on.
Confused. So over in the women's quarters, Kara is saying, I really like AJ and Jack, Jack was funny. And then he told me he loved me. And Faye goes, yeah, he told me that too. And then probably 6 other girls were like, me too.
All
me
the
too,
girls,
me too.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're going to meet. Let me get over to her picture. It's Chevanique.
Girl.
Okay.
I'm just not going to try to say her name at all.
Chevanique.
Chevanique.
She's gorgeous, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think
she thinks very highly of herself.
She also knows that she's gorgeous, but she's gorgeous. Chevanique is 29. She is a sexual health nurse.
Okay.
I'm not going to read all her stuff because, spoiler alert, we don't know her for that long.
No.
But she says she's a girl who likes to have fun, but there's no marriage material up at the club. So we see guy after guy after guy asking how to spell her name, trying to pretend to spell her name, you know.
Yeah.
So she meets Joseph. Now, Joseph, I'd love to know your opinions on Joseph. Woo!
Everything, like nothing. I'm not even that funny, Joseph. Like everything, there's no little laugh. It's a big, wide open laugh. That's all I can think about. He's cute, but then that fucking laugh, just every time he does it, takes away points for me.
Okay, like, Joseph is 33 and a senior project manager. To me, all he does is like, that's what he does.
And I was expecting for you to have a very good imitation of his laughing.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of ha! Yeah. But it's a lot. He just start listening at I'm like, open your mouth.
He does when he laughs.
He's from London. Joseph's guilty pleasure is anime. Okay. He admits he geeks out over comics and cartoons, and if he could draw his perfect woman, she wouldn't necessarily need to share his fandom, but she needs to share faith. He's a committed Christian. He's genuine, family-oriented, a true romantic. His nose isn't always buried in a comic book. His other hobby is snowboarding. And he enjoys traveling across the UK to tackle fresh slopes. Joseph is eager to hop on board with this romantic experiment because he could use some help breaking the ice with potential connections. He's not currently dating and can be shy about approaching women. I do not believe that.
I don't think so either.
I think
all of these motherfuckers are lying on their little Netflix thing.
I think Joseph is very sexy, and that's hard for me to say.
He's really, he's tall, good dark. Looking. He's got the beard, and you think he's just this like big, you feel sexual about him, and then he fucking laughs, and
the laughing is annoying. Yeah. My first note, she meets Joseph. He laughs too much. That's my first note.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
He's interested in her job as a sexual health nurse. She's like, I'm really a goofball. I love family. I'm very caring. He says he's calm. He's nerdy. He's Christian. He tells us he is looking for a Christian woman. I believe it's Francesca who's next, who says she's Catholic. Chevanique also grew up. So it sounds like they're both a little maybe Pentecostal. Chevanique and Joseph.
Maybe. I just don't see Chevanique very much at church. She don't look like she'd be at church. She looks like she's recovering from the night at the club.
She's definitely that. Well, I won't say that. That's not nice. She's the girl that's sweating in church. Okay. He meets Francesca. Francesca
she looks great right there.
That's the dress she wore on the first day. Yeah.
She looks great.
He meets Francesca. Francesca is 29 and an HR associate. And here's what we know about Francesca. She's from London. Flirty Francesca is a lover girl who just so happens to be unlucky in love. When she falls hard, which was made for a fascinating dating history filled with colorful characters, each of whom she's given a cheeky nickname. While her funny stories and amusing collection of exes may entertain her friends, what she's looking for is lasting commitment like the ones her parents have. She holds her dad up as the gold standard for men, and after lots of experience in the chaotic single scene, she says they just don't make them like that anymore. Will she strike some gold of her own and be proven wrong in the pods? So this is Francesca, 29, Joseph, 33. She lives in
Francesca, who's not flirty at all.
I don't find her flirty.
In her description, she says she's flirty, and She's not.
She lives in Lewisham, and he says, oh, I was raised in that area. She says her parents have been married for 35 years, and it's nice to be in this experiment because in the experiment, everyone wants marriage. They talk about religion. She's Catholic. He does say he's more Pentecostal. She has a good relationship with God. They both want their kids to be raised in a church. She says she does not use dating apps. She wants someone who's the same as her, and that's why she's here looking for love blind. Okay. So now we meet Sophie. Okay. Sophie is, let me get to Sophie. I have to scroll past all these people that we never see. This is Sophie. Sophie is 27, an operations team leader. I find Sophie to be drop dead gorgeous.
And I knew when I saw her, I said, oh, Mary Payne's going to like this one. Mm-hmm. She's going to think she's pretty.
She's very pretty. She's from Great Manchester. Homebody Sophie prefers cozy coffee dates to wild nights out and believes she's single because she's unwilling to settle. She knows she's a prize, but doesn't want a man who only sees her as a trophy. The shallow and casual approach to dating on the apps has made it difficult to find a good guy, especially because she feels judged for her looks. She may have been only single for 7 months, but it's the longest she's ever been on her own. She got together with her last partner when she was 19. Relationship lasted 7 years. Ooh. Over time, they grew apart. Now she's looking for somebody who'll grow with her, ready to get married, start a family, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
She was honest.
She's honest.
Yeah.
So she was with someone for 7 years that started at age 19. And she laughed. She goes, so technically, I have not been on a date since I was 19.
Ooh.
She said she always wanted to get married young and have kids. Okay.
Well, you're pushing it, Sophie.
She's 27.
Pushing it. You're 27 now.
So now we meet this guy. Oops, there he is. Taylor. All right. Okay. I take it you don't like Taylor.
You know, every single season, there's this one guy whose nose I just don't trust. And this season, it's Taylor.
Okay. I thought you were going to like his nose.
No, his nose looks like, what's the guy's name from the Family Guy? Quagmeister or Quag? I can't remember his name, but it does like a slope. Mm-hmm. I don't, that nose, that tip looks like it's got some lies in it.
Okay.
I don't trust it.
All
and
right.
You know, every season I'm like, oh, don't trust her. No.
Yeah, you do. You do.
Yep.
So Taylor is from Hertfordshire. Taylor, according to Netflix, Taylor is much better at being in a relationship than he is at dating. He was with his last girlfriend for 7 years. Same.
Oh, yeah.
And often compares new flings to his ex. Though he longs to be in love again, setups and apps haven't led to anything. With his looks and confidence, Taylor may seem like a ladies' man, but in reality, he's a real softie. Just ask
he does not seem like a ladies' man.
Just ask his nephews. Taylor absolutely adores being an uncle and is very close with his sister, who's also anxious for him to find a partner and start a family. So Taylor is 31, head of sales, of what we don't know. He likes to play golf. She says she's a runner. She says she likes to hang out with family and friends. She's very close with her family. She has 3 older brothers and 1 nephew. He says he has 1 sister and 2 nephews. He's the cool uncle. And yeah, they both 100% want kids. She says what she wants is a best friend and a supporter she has a strong connection with. He says he wants a best friend. Best friend's another key word here. Mm-hmm. Someone with an emotional connection. He says he's a massive foodie and he cooks. She says, my favorite food actually is a jacket potato. Do you know what a jacket potato is? A jacket potato.
Well, no. Baked potato?
It's a potato.
Because it looks like a little jacket.
Isn't that cute?
Jacket. Okay, that's, I'm going to start saying that now too.
Cute. And he says he's had his fun. He's ready to settle down. All right. So
they're both, there's not much to either one of them.
Mm-hmm. She's
pretty. He's cute enough. Mm-hmm. They're the same interests. Mm-hmm. I think this could work. Yeah, could work.
Sophie tells us she has 2 connections. Jack is fun.
Ugh.
AJ seems steady. Mm-hmm. But she doesn't mention she doesn't mention Taylor.
No.
So she meets with AJ and they talk about sports. She said when she was young, she did swimming, tennis, music school. And he says, oh, yeah, we're very similar. Like we're very dedicated to what we're doing. She goes, yeah, it was instilled in me early. My family are Irish immigrants. And he goes, oh, God, like our dads might get along great. My dad came to the UK with no money, worked and worked and worked, and made an incredible life. She says her parents' marriage is inspirational to her. And the talking head, he says, Sophie seems bougie, but I find that very attractive. Now, wait a second.
Wait a minute.
Am I talking about, I said Sophie, but I might have been talking about Kiera here.
Because Sophie doesn't come off as bougie at all. No, I think that was Kiera he was talking about it. He was spot on.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just changed it in my notes as if it matters. But I take that back. AJ and Kiera are talking about being dedicated to sports, swimming, tennis, music school, very dedicated. Kiera says her parents were Irish immigrants, which probably explains the spelling of her name. And she says her parents' marriage is inspirational. In the talking head, AJ says Kiera is bougie, but I find that attractive. I love to hear about her dad. I love to hear about their values. It's similar to mine. And her talking head, she feels a lot of alignment with AJ and feels safe with him. So like she said, Jack is fun, but AJ seems steady. Okay.
Yeah, that bougie shit's cute at first.
Right.
So you really got to open up your wallet. Right now, he's in the safe zone. It's okay.
He's behind a wall.
Yeah.
The show is paying for shit. So so now she meets with Jack, the chef, and she asks him about his turn-ons. And he's so excited he almost jumps off the couch.
Yeah.
Jack tells us he's torn between Kiera and Faye. And Kiera tells us she's torn between Jack and AJ. You guys, we are in the middle of episode 1.
Yeah.
Normally we get this kind of thing middle of episode 3.
Episode 3. Yes. Easy.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. And these two guys could not be more different.
So opposite.
But here's the thing. I don't think either one of them has the kind of money that she wants them to have.
No. Matter of fact, let me look here at my spreadsheet.
I don't even think Jack can balance a checkbook. Neither can I, but I know he can't.
I'm going to look at the spreadsheet of men that I got, which is 16 men, and we only meet really a handful. There's a guy named Alex who is a business development manager. He could have been good. And then we have a guy named George who was a bank manager and a wine bar owner.
Is he still single? I wonder.
He could have been good for her.
He could have been the one, but she would have blew through all of his money.
Yeah. And then we have a guy named Jonathan who's a tech recruiter. That could be.
That's pretty good money. Yes.
And then we have Luke who's a planning officer who probably that's like city planning.
I don't know what that is. No.
We have a guy named Met, another tech recruiter. We've got some guys here that could have been better for her that had more money.
Yeah, but
than AJ and Jack.
They're not as good looking as AJ, and she don't even know how he looks. Like he is what is the equivalent of a smoke show for a man?
I don't know, a hottie. I don't know.
I'm pregnant.
Keisha. So, over in the men's quarters, Jack is saying, I want to find out where I am on the girls' rankings. I'm going to work on that. I got to figure out where I am because I know who I'm ranked. I want to know where I am. He's like, I know I have ADHD. I need to know right now. I don't want to wait around.
And if you're not actually watching the show, but you are listening to the recap, every time she says something about Jack, what he's saying, just imagine him on a bar like this with his legs up and just like this talking to everyone. Like, guys, that's just how he is.
And here's the thing about him. If he had longer hair and didn't have that stupid mustache, he would be very attractive.
I think he's cute. Like, I do. I see, well, no, they can't see it, but I would see him and think, oh, he's pretty cute. Pretty cute.
Me too. He's very pretty
if
eyes.
You just need a little bit of Ritalin or Adderall or something.
Just a little Vyvanse to bring him down. So
something.
Okay. So he's got to know where he ranks. Got to know where he ranks.
Yeah.
So he meets with Faye and says, Faye, I had a dream about you riding a horse. You were blonde, tan, fit, average height. And she goes, that's crazy because I do have a horse. He's like, oh my God, Faye.
That would have been fucked up if she had been black with an afro.
She would have been like, well, I don't look like that. So she says, in the past, I've dated some guys who did not respect me and did not treat me well. I was in love when I was 18, and then I had another boyfriend after that who was awful. So now I have very strict boundaries. And they're both like, I like you. I like you too. And then he, of course, he's like, are you ranking me high? Are you ranking me high?
You should not be asking someone that. That screams desperate. Like, why do you look, you're doing well with someone if they keep having dates with you.
Right.
Like,
right.
You don't have to know if you're number one or number two. I mean, I would want to know if I was number one. Well, but I'm just saying, you just keep asking. It's annoying.
Yeah. So she goes, yes, Jack, I like you a lot. So in the talking head face says, I wonder about Jack. Is he just a proper charmer? And he's saying the same things to everyone.
Mm-hmm. And I think he is.
And I think he is. Now we move on to Francesca and Joseph. So let's look at Francesca again. God, I gotta narrow these slides down. That's Francesca.
I need you to make a sound bite or whatever it's called for Joseph's laugh.
Okay.
But it's just,
I'm going to do it.
It's so, like, we can use this on all the shows we cover.
Okay. Okay.
Use Joseph's laugh.
I'm writing it down. Joseph.
Okay.
Between episodes, I'll do that. Okay. So we move on to Francesca. She says she wants to replicate her parents' relationship, and she wants her husband to be the airport dad, like I would say, like James is, the person that's in charge of everything. Like I've I got the passports. I made the plans. I've got the luggage. Yeah.
I'm just trying to make sure we look cute and everyone has their antidepressants. That's all I'm good for. Like anxiety meds, everyone got that, and we look good. Everything else, you're right. Yes.
So I do both jobs. I'm airport dad and I'm Keisha. I do it all. I'm holding all the tickets. I'm holding all the passports. I've made all the plans. I've got the spreadsheet. I've got it in my phone on the app. Everybody looks to me. I have started announcing on things that I do with my family. Like, I'm not holding anything for you. If you don't have some sort of a purse or a pocket, that's your problem. I'm not holding anything for anybody. Be in charge of your own thing. Because for so many years.
Is that new?
New. It's new. It was new 2 years ago when we went to Europe together. I announced it about 2 weeks prior. I won't be holding things for people because my purse is always heavy and I'm the weakest of the bunch. So why am I holding the heaviest piece of equipment, holding all your shit? I don't want your sunglasses. I don't want anything.
Well, they know you won't lose it.
Right. Hold your own shit. Get some zipper pockets. I don't know what to tell you. So I'm literally the weakest link. I'm the gazelle in the back that gets eaten by the tiger first.
So
why are you handing me everything? So
don't eat her. She has our passports.
Francesca meets with this fine specimen, Joseph, the laugher.
Yes.
So she tells him she's had her heart broken by a guy who cheated on her, but they're both like, but I'm ready now. He says he's had relations with, they're ready now. And Francesca says, Keisha, just hold your tongue and let me finish the sentence. Francesca says, my main insecurity is my personality. And if I'm good enough for someone, okay, now you can say it.
I have nothing to say.
You don't think she has a bad personality?
It's very dry.
Yeah, I think it's very dry.
It's very, very dry. If I were a guy, I take her out, I fuck her, and then that'd be it.
Wow.
She's not fun. She's not fun. Nothing about her says F-U-N. It says F-U-C-K.
Okay.
She's not fun. It's very dry. Nothing like us.
No, we're super fun. You want to have fun with us and take us home. Both.
Look, and we tell y'all every season, we would kill it in the pods.
Now, they may be disappointed when they saw me.
But you're like, wait, it's all about personality. That's all that really matters.
So he says, I'm hard on myself too. You know, growing up, I had to be tough. I saw a lot of arguments with my parents. And now I know that's something that I don't want. And he says, it's hard to let my walls down. But what I feel like when I'm speaking with Francesca, I feel like I can really communicate well with her. And
she's like a fucking therapist sitting down on a fucking couch and you're bored for an hour.
She says, Joseph is her top choice. He tells us he's torn between, okay, Joseph, he is torn between Francesca and Chevanique. Now, let's remind you, this is Chevanique. She's kind of a bombshell and likes to talk about sex and stuff. Yes. And this is Francesca, who does come across seeming a little more innocent.
I don't even think it's innocent. It's just, she's just
no flavor, no spice. Okay.
No, she's most definitely a pillow princess too.
I'm okay with that.
So am I. But we're old.
We've earned it. We've earned it. Yeah. We've earned it.
Yeah. Retirement. Yes.
We're tired. So he meets with Chevanique. They're very flirty. Yes. And she talks about her favorite Caribbean dish. He goes, He says, Caribbean girls are my weakness. And she says, our connection is easy and I can feel your attraction to me through the wall. More than once, she says, I know you're attracted to me. I can feel your attraction. I was like, girl, slow your roll.
I think that's all she's got.
Okay.
I really do.
It might be right.
That's all I think she relies solely on her looks.
And like being and promising sex. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sophie and Taylor go in the pods, and okay, I know I need to be reminding people every time what these people look like because we're at the beginning. Sophie, where are you, Sophie? I got to take out all these duds. This is Sophie. Again, I'm hot for Sophie, and this is Taylor, and I am kind of hot for Taylor too. I wasn't at first, but then I got there.
Potatoes.
Okay. He says he's very sexual and he can have sex 10 times in one night. No, you can't. Nobody can.
Even if he could, I'd be like, look, 2 rounds and I'm out.
I would be like, well, that's a turnoff because I don't want to date somebody that wants to have sex 10 times in one night. No.
Like, when do you sleep?
Not even in my heyday. No.
That's a lot. That's a lot of wear and tear.
No. Oh.
He goes all day long the next day. Like, geez.
And she's like, oh gosh. They talk about how they're both cuddly in bed. And she goes, but I don't sweat when I sleep. And he goes, well, sometimes you might sweat. She goes, oh yeah. They talk about foreplay, what turns you on. So these two are hot for each other.
And they're not even talking to other people, right?
No, I never see them talk to other people.
Okay.
So I'm telling you guys, episode 1, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
So in the women's quarters, Faye tells the girls. Now, Faye, we will remember, is interested in Jack. I'm trying to pull her picture up. I can never remember where anybody is. I've got them all alphabetical. This is Faye. Faye is interested in Jack, the chef. So Faye is telling the girls, including Kiara, don't have to show a picture, you remember her, that Jack told her he had a dream about her and she was on a horse and had blonde hair. And Kiara goes, interesting. Death stare.
She's pissed off. She thinks that there's no competition for her.
That's right. If somebody talks to her, they would definitely not want to talk to anybody else.
Yeah.
In the men's quarters, Jack says, Kiara is my number 1 and Faye is okay, but nobody makes me feel like Kiara. So it's working what Kiara is doing.
Yep. I mean, that's what sugar babies do. They build you all the way up. They make you feel great, like you're on top of the world. And so they figure out you ain't got no cash. And then they ghost you.
So AJ says Kara is his number 1. And he knows that she has connections with other people, but he's not focusing on that. He's just going to focus on their connection. So which is when people play the game that way, they always come out ahead if they don't start worrying about the other things.
That's
like Jack, are you my number 1? Are you my number 2?
Right.
Do you have other when they don't worry about it, they always seem to get ahead.
Yep.
So AJ and Kira meet up and they talk about what would be a good date. He goes, oh gosh, for me, a good date would be the F1. I think that's car racing. Is that car racing?
Oh, okay.
And go out for a classy drink. And he says, there are rumors you may have another strong connection. And she goes, yeah, there are a lot of rumors. And she goes, but I know who you're talking about, Jack, right? She goes, me and that person have a vibe, but I've been buzzing for you all day. It's Kiara to AJ. Okay. She goes, it's a weird situation because I'm dating two people. And he tells her, AJ says to Kiara, you're so high on my list. And she says, same. So he's happy. Kiara and AJ. Okay.
Even though that date he didn't say nothing about no food.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
He just said take you out to the racetrack and
nice
dinner. Drink. I require food.
Food.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Yes. I see what you're saying. So now Kiara meets with Jack, the chef, and he goes, oh my God, Kiara, I've never met a girl like you. And they're like, oh, it's so amazing to be flirty with your partner. It should never end. You should always be flirty. And then he says, I fancy feminine girls with nice nails. And she goes, well, my nails are always red and done, always red. He goes, oh my God, I love red. So she goes, they're always red and done. And he tells her, well, I have a top two. And she says, I have a top two also. And then he basically says, if you'll say I'm your number one, I'll say you're my number one.
Yes.
And she laughs. She goes,
I'm immature.
So immature. And she goes, like, I'm not going to say that. And he goes, well, I'm telling you, I'm focusing my energy on you, Kiara. You're my number one. This is Jack. So she goes, okay.
You have to remember, this is all very important too.
All very important.
Very.
So Jack walks in the men's quarters and goes, that's it. I'm going to propose to her. It's Kiara. That's the girl I'll propose to. And AJ's like,
talks too much.
Tells everybody his business. The people that win are the ones that keep it close to the vest.
Can I do it? Yes.
And AJ goes, that's interesting. And Jack tells everyone there, and this is important. Jack tells everyone there, Kiara said I was his number one. My note right here, she did not say that.
She did not say that. She said she had a number one and a number two. So in reality,
she says, I have a top two is what she said.
Yes. So now where you put, you're in there now, where you want to place yourself is on you, but she did not say you're my number one.
So guys, the reason this is important is it comes up later a lot.
A lot.
So by the way,
too much.
When I wrote these notes last week, and I'm 52 pages of notes now into it, I didn't remember any of this. So I'm so glad that I made the note that I wrote for my own ears. She did not say that.
No, she didn't.
Because it comes up later again and again and again that he says she said that. And I made my note here.
Storyline.
She did not say that.
Nope.
She did not say that. So in the talking head, AJ says, Jack and I are so different. Like, how could I have gotten it so wrong that she would like a guy like that? But I'm no one's second choice. So I'm just going to talk to her about it.
Yeah. Like a mature adult.
Right. Okay. So now we are season 3, episode 2. We're going to do 2 episodes at a time, guys. Okay. So we open with Jack in the pods, cooking shirtless in the kitchen with an apron on. And you could tell some of the guys are like, oh, God, he's so annoying. He's annoying.
And that food didn't look like chef food.
Well, he was making bacon and talking about how he was dripping it. And, let me write this down.
I didn't like that. Just make my shit crispy and call it a day.
If you don't give me crispy bacon, we're going to fight. Don't give me some limp bacon.
I don't want no limp bacon nor limp dick. No.
In Europe, when we were both in France and in England, they just love some sort of very limp, half-cooked bacon. So you have to say, I want my bacon fully cooked.
Okay. Ugh.
Yeah. That's crispy. Dreadful. Burn it. So, all right. So Jack is cooking in the kitchen. You can tell some of the guys think he's funny, and then some of the guys are like, ugh.
I mean, he is entertainment, and they don't have shit else to do in there.
True.
So why not watch this guy fucking nail himself to the goddamn wall?
Right.
Every time he comes back from a date.
So AJ tells some of the guys, I was sure that Kiara was my number one, but she's also got something going on with Jack. And Jack and I are so different.
Yeah.
Talking head Jack says, AJ is real different and weird around me now. Like, I think we're both going for the same girl. So that's strange. But my attitude is what will be, will be. Okay. But he's not shit talking AJ or anything. Neither one of them are shit talking each other,
What could he say about AJ?
That's true.
No.
All right. So now we're going to meet. Let me get to her. Good grief. I've got so many people on these slides. Where is she? There is Yasmin. Okay. Now we're going to meet Yasmin. Okay. So right away, you could tell Yasmin obviously has vitiligo, right?
Which I'm rooting for her because my dad has it too.
Yeah, I'm rooting for her. And she does say, okay, well, we'll get into it. Okay. Yasmin is a physician's associate. So let's see what Netflix said about her. Yasmin, physician's associate. Basically, she's a doctor. She's like a PA or a nurse practitioner. Okay.
Yes.
From London. She grew up with a father from Ghana and a mother that was Egyptian Lebanese. So she's very worldly. She was absolutely not allowed to ever bring a boy home. And she felt this held her back from early relationship experiences. She's never had an official boyfriend. She fills her time with many exciting hobbies, including learning to speak Arabic. She plays the guitar. She salsa dances. But she's in a stage in her life where she's truly content with every part of herself. Her friends describe her as caring, kind, always smiling. She's ready to meet somebody special. Since the age of 8, she has had vitiligo, a skin condition that she used to try to hide, but these days she fully embraces it. Again, she's 32. She's basically a doctor. Okay.
Yep.
So she's chatting with some of the girls and said she's never had a relationship, never said I love you. She tells us, growing up, I went to an all-girls school. My parents are very strict. I have African and Arabic heritage. Neither one of those are open to me bringing a guy home. When I was 8, I developed vitiligo. I told myself no one will ever find me attractive. But now when I'm older, I feel confident. And there is a word in Arabic, maktub. It means if something is meant to be, nothing can get in its way.
Now, did you wonder if she's a virgin or not?
I do wonder. It has not been said, but as we go along, I start to think she is.
Oh, can you imagine me 32 and a virgin?
So she meets with Jordan. He's 29. She's 32. He's 29. He is school head of year. So he kind of explains it, but he says he's head of year teacher year 9. So when they say head of year, so that means maybe he's the 9th grade top teacher. I don't know.
Every time he said it, all I heard was, I'm head boy from Harry Potter.
No. He's head of year teacher year 9. So 9th grade, head of year teacher. I don't know what that means. Somebody can explain it. She says she's a physician's associate. She goes, similar to a doctor, but not a doctor. I work in emergency orthopedics. And he says he looks to his grandparents. Love is an example. His parents broke up when he was young. He explains he was in the Army, so it's been hard for him to maintain relationships, but he's had 2. She says she's never had one. And he says it is different. Like the things that are different about being in a relationship of not having one is like you have experience with beating someone's family and friends. Right. And she goes, oh, well, you don't have to worry about that. Everybody loves me. So that was funny. Okay. Now, back to Kiara. She meets with Hot AJ. Hot AJ puts all his. Let me just get to AJ really quick. There he is.
His confidence is going down a little bit because I think he's like, how the fuck is she stuck between?
Does she like that guy? Yeah,
yeah. When which I don't blame him because she's not seeing how fucking crazy and bizarre.
Right.
Jack acts in the men's quarters at all. I mean, he probably think he's a fucking total goofball.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So they meet and he puts his cards on the table. He tells her, you're my number 1. You've been my first choice from day 1. No one comes remotely close. It's you and just you. Okay. So in her talking head, she says, when somebody expresses that they're into you, it's so attractive. And now I think AJ is more husband material and Jack is more boyfriend material.
Not even a boyfriend. It is like a one and done.
It's a fun guy to
hang out with. Yeah.
Taylor meets with Sophie. They're very into each other. And she says she has 3 older brothers. And this is funny. She goes, I have 3 older brothers. The youngest one has only got 1 leg. And he goes, really? 1 leg?
So random.
Really?
Yeah.
And she goes, yeah, bone cancer.
Like it was, they always trip me out when they just randomly start bringing up stories about their siblings.
Bone cancer.
And a bone cancer. Like, I mean, that's pretty damn serious. To have bone cancer and lose the leg?
And she goes, yeah, he's 13. He was 30 now. He gets on just fine. Big inspiration. And he's like, wow, really? Bone cancer. And,
she said this like her brother got bone cancer, lost his leg, and now he's in the Special Olympics. That is the way that the build up to the story was. That it's just like, no, he just lost his leg.
But the way also she said it was like, my brother was on TV. Yeah, he was on
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, my brother was in the Special Olympics. Why? Yeah. Because he had bone cancer and lost the leg. It was just,
it's so funny.
It was weird.
So he says, so she says her brother is a big inspiration for her. And he says he's inspired by his sister. His mother died when he was 21 and he was a mama's boy. And so he's very inspired now by his sister. And we know that he's like an uncle and all that. Mm-hmm. And so she walks out and Sophie goes, oh, that's my man. He ticks every box. Aww. Every box. Very cute.
Okay.
So Joseph is struggling between Chevanique, the bombshell, and Francesca, a little more boring. Joseph again. Ha ha. That's Joseph.
He's got that Angela laugh. That's when I first fell in love with you.
Me?
Yes. When you were doing Angela's laughs, when you were recapping 90 Day Fiancé. I was like, I love her. I don't know. I was like, I like this girl. I like her.
That's how she laughed. Girl. Michael. So he says he feels more sexual chemistry with Chevanique. Mm-hmm. She did her job.
Yep.
So he meets with Francesca and he's trying to bring her out of her shell a little bit. Yeah. And he says, like, what are your love languages? How do you give love and how do you receive love? And she goes, that's a weird way to say that. And he goes, no, I want to know. And she goes, well, what do you think, like bedroom time, if it's a 10 out of 10? And he goes, 10. She goes, really? She goes, so I would say it's a 7. She goes, I think it's important, but I don't think it's the top thing that's important. And she goes, and I don't mind some PDA, but I don't like sloppy with each other. He goes, no, you don't tongue somebody down. And so they're kind of talking through because she's like, I'm getting nervous. And she tells him, this talk makes me nervous. It takes time for me to open up about these things. And he says,
and well, Chevanique is probably giving a blowjob while he's doing 90 on the highway. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So Joseph meets with Chevanique. Now, remember, all these people are religious. And so so she says, what's your opinion on sex before marriage? And he goes, well, I have to have it. And he says, I love sex. And he goes, and I want to be a pleaser. And she goes, really? He's like, Which
is very creepy.
He asked her how she feels about PDA. Mm-hmm. And she goes, I like it. I like it a lot. And then she goes, and I also like big spoon, little spoon. And sometimes you could be the little spoon. He's like, I will never be little spoon. He says,
which means you're not touching my butthole.
Yeah. He says, I like to be in control. And she goes, but sometimes I like to be in control. He goes, that's okay, but I like to be in control. And he says, you're the first one who wants to delve deeper into this kind of conversation. Well, we don't know. Are you on day 1 or day 9? Like, what day are you on? You have not
a clue at all. Yeah. But I mean, every conversation that he has with her, there's always something sexual about it.
Yeah. So, and always that always bites the girl in the ass because she thinks I'm gonna be like super open, but the guy's gonna pick somebody else who's like, maybe that girl talks about sex like that with everybody.
Every guy. Yeah. And she does.
And she kind of does.
Yeah.
So Jack is struggling between Faye and Kiara. Okay. So he meets with Faye and she's like, what are you wearing? He goes, oh, I'm going to wear a proper fit. It's a beige corduroy short sleeve button up. And she's like, you're going to need to throw that in the fire.
Immediately before I come through this fucking wall and do it for you, because that's not a flex at all.
So then he says he has proper shanter, which I looked up as like shit talk banter. Okay.
We do too.
That's, by the way, that should be the name of this podcast.
Right.
So she says, if I have my teddies, would you talk to my teddies like I do? It's Reuben and Dinky. He goes, tell Reuben and Dinky they found a daddy. And they laugh. It's funny. So,
which there's quite a few stuffed animals.
I was thinking about that. Stuffed animals always come into play. Like, why? It's weird.
Because I would be like, oh my gosh, what has that fucking stuffed animal seen?
What does it see?
What has it had on it?
Do you watch it every week? Yeah.
Exactly.
So then Jack meets with Kiara And he goes, I've told you, you're my number one. And then she's like, oh, Jack. And he says, do you like wine and cheese? And she goes, I like champagne. I've already told you that. Mm-hmm. And he goes, that's right. That's right. And he goes, what kind of cheese do you like? And she goes, I can't have it. And he goes, what? You can't? Are you lactose intolerant? Oh, vegan. Yeah. And she goes, right, Jack, I'm vegan. And he goes, right.
He starts to bug.
And he goes, what about mozzarella? She goes, also cheese.
Yeah, no. He's bugging her real big time now.
He goes, okay, you know what I should do? I should make notes. I should write stuff down. And she goes,
yeah, that's why you have a notebook.
You should have already been doing that. Yeah. So she goes, will you write me a love letter? And he goes, oh, yeah, don't tempt me. Maybe I will. He doesn't say he's going to.
No, he doesn't. And this comes up again and again. Well.
And the common denominator here is Kira. Mm-hmm. So the talking head, she goes, I have a niggling feeling about Jack. He doesn't listen, but he did say he'll write something for me. We didn't hear him say that.
Nope.
And in talking head, he goes, that meeting with Kira was odd. It wasn't the same energy. Like I thought she was my number one. But, then I had this great date with Faye. I'm on cloud 9 after talking to her. Like my face hurts. We laughed so much. So now
he also kept trying to give her cheese.
Well, he was trying to give cheese to Kira.
That's what I'm saying.
Not Faye. Right.
That's part of the reason why your date went wrong is you kept trying to offer her fucking cheese.
And then he goes, I will do wine and cheese. She goes, I've already told you I like champagne.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And he goes, and he starts naming cheeses. She's like, still cheeses.
It was like she said, I don't like cheddar cheese. Okay, well then there's gorgonzola. No cheese at all. No, he doesn't get it.
All right, Jordan and Yasmin. So, all right, let's see.
The most boring couple.
I know. God bless. Let's get Jordan. Okay, here's Jordan. He's cute. He's very cute. And then Yasmin is the one that's really cute with the vitiligo. So he says, he says to her, I'm a bit worried, I got to tell you, about you never having a relationship, and then jumping into this, like we're getting married. Mm-hmm. And she goes, look, I get it. That's fair. I have dated, but I've never had a commitment. She says, my mom is Egyptian Lebanese and my dad is from Ghana. And then she explains she knows a little bit Arabic. She's trying to learn, Busa, B-U-S-A is kiss. Maktub means destiny.
And she uses that a lot.
And in Talking Heads, she says, Jordan makes me feel excited, like there could be a future. And in the women's quarter, she's like, I really like Jordan. They're all excited for her. You can tell everybody likes her.
They like her.
Yes. Okay.
Which I don't know why.
I think later we find out. Boring. I think in later episodes, we find out that she's very much a good listener and gives really great advice. And, Taylor and Sophie, they meet in the pods. He gives her a gift. It's a necklace with his mother's fingerprint that he had made when she died.
Like, I wouldn't want that.
Well, that she gives it back, but that's interesting. Very special. I mean,
it is for a person you have not seen. You don't know what color eyes they have. You don't know how they smell, but yet they are holding on to your mother's thumbprint.
Here's what I think. I think that they tell them before, bring something that's extremely special to you that you could give to the other person that you'll get back. Because remember the time the guy brought his dead dog's dog collar? His dog had just died. Yeah. I mean,
what if this person is a criminal mastermind and uses your mom's thumbprint to commit crimes and some shit like that? Like you don't know these people.
Okay, Keisha. So
look, of all the things that we've seen, we've heard crazier. Yes.
So it's a necklace that his mom's fingerprint he made when she died. And he says, I'm giving it to you because I want my mother to be part of this experience. And I want you to know I'm 100% for you. And she says, oh my God, I love how emotional and sweet you can be. And then she says, I can't picture my life without you now. And then she goes into the women's quarters. Everybody squeals. They're all excited about her fingerprint necklace. Okay.
Yes.
Now we have
Not her fingerprint.
No. Now we have a brand new couple. A brand new couple enters the villa. It's Ryan. This is Ryan.
Mm-hmm. Every season we get one like him.
This is Ryan.
Season.
And he is talking to a girl named Cuba. And here's Cuba.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Ryan is 33. He's a public speaker. We're looking at you sideways, Ryan.
Yep.
He says his spiritual journey started when he lived in Southeast Asia. He does not like small talk. So we see him telling a girl, I can't remember which one, it could have been Chevanique, but he says, the education system is shambles. I would never let my kid go to school.
Okay, Kim Plath.
Okay, Kim and Barry Plath. This never turns out. You better,
not good.
You're going to hope to find a woman that wants to homeschool?
Yeah, that's asking a lot because, he's not going to stay home because he's a rail traveler doing all this public speaking. About what? We don't know.
And he says, it's a problem if you want to live in the UK year round. That's the name of the show. Love is Blind UK.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Chevanique says she's a nurse and she works in a hospital. And he judges her because she works in a hospital. Mm-hmm. And he goes, I have to say I'm judging you because you work in a hospital or in hospital.
But this is such a spiritual person. So one with nature, all these things. Yeah,
judgy.
Right. Next. Yeah.
And she says, well, I feel like by doing that, you're closing a lot of people off.
She's right.
And he says, I came into this clear and I know what I want. And any other way, I won't be able to live my life. So I'm clear with what I want and there's no other way. And in the outside world, it's been really hard for me to find someone. Oh, I wonder why.
Well, for one thing, those women are divinely protected from your ass. Like,
yes, that's right. So he meets Cuba, 29, the yoga and fitness instructor. Mm-hmm. She says she loves to travel and read books about fairies and is spiritual. All right, let's read their bios here. Oh
God, I can only imagine.
These people are insufferable. Okay, Cuba is 29, a yoga and fitness instructor. She's from London. She believes this experiment is perfect for her. She's very open to falling in love with someone's soul and mind. And after participating in a life-changing 10-day silent retreat while traveling solo in India, getting vulnerable in the pod should be a breeze.
Silent retreat solo.
For 10 days in India. She was previously engaged but called off the wedding when she discovered her fiance was cheating. Since then, she hasn't connected with anyone who has come close to meeting her needs. In her free times, she enjoys ecstatic dancing, but performing the intuitive moves with a partner would only add to the ecstasy.
That sounds like a whole bunch of mumbo gumbo.
Bullshit.
None of it made sense at all.
Ryan is from Manchester. Ryan doesn't own a television and hasn't watched TV in 15 years.
I don't think he has a home.
Soon he'll be searching for love on screen. He believes he's single. Well, we can tell you why you're single, Ryan. But he believes he's single because of the nature of his work and the amount of travel it involves. He's an international public speaker who hosts workshops around the world, teaching people how to better their lives physically and mentally. Though he's always on the go around the globe, Ryan works hard to remain down to earth. His next adventure will be dedicated to finding a partner who shares his core values and zest for life. He's insufferable and she's insufferable. Leader. He's a cult leader. Okay.
Yep. And she's the perfect, she's exactly what a cult leader wants.
Perfect target.
He wants to get her pregnant. She has 10 kids and then he marries one of the kids, all of it.
All of it.
Yeah.
So she's telling him, I love to travel and read books about fairies. And I'm very spiritual. And he goes, no way. I just got off a retreat near Avalon and we went to the fairy forest. And she goes, no. And he says, I go to a lot of spiritual sites and powerful ley lines. Now, did you know what a ley line was?
Absolutely not.
So I had to look it up. Ley lines are straight, imaginary alignments drawn between historic structures, prehistoric monuments, and prominent landmarks. It tells who came up with it. It's a new age paranormal belief. In the mid-20th century, alternative groups reinterpreted the lines and people linked them to UFO landing paths, ghost tracks, spiritual power veins. People often connect major global spots like Stonehenge, the pyramids of Giza, and the Machu Picchu to global energy grid. So you come up with things like Stonehenge, the pyramids, and all this, and you draw lines between them globally. And something about that has something to do with UFOs and ghost tracks.
I could have gone the rest of my life and not known that.
She's like, whoa, really? You go to spiritual sites and powerful ley lines. Wow. She's very impressed with this. She says
she is.
She recently went to a Vipassana meditation retreat in India. And he goes, oh, I did that too. I just did that too. Vipassana meditation is an ancient Indian practice meaning to see things as they really are, focuses on deep observation, connecting the mind and body to release mental tension, cravings, and anger without using meditation mantras and visualization. They learned this using traditional 10-day courses, which is what she just went on. You mentally scan from head to toe and feel physical sensations like heat, pressure, tingling. You learn first. I'm not even going to go into it. There's a thing about noble silence. You go on these 10-day retreats. You don't speak or do anything for 9 days. These people are intolerable, and I hate them.
You literally could just do that retreat in your home if you live by yourself. Yeah. You could just not speak for 9 days. And if you have to use that many words to describe something,
I'm exhausted.
Bullshit.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted.
Bullshit.
She says, you know, what led me to be spiritual was the freedom of it and the relationship with the universe. And he goes, oh my God, when I lived in Vietnam, I had some experiences, and those experiences led me to these pods. That's why we're meeting here. There's a reason for everything.
Someone who really fought in Vietnam would chokehold him for saying
he didn't say he fought in Vietnam. He lived
that's
in
what
Vietnam.
I'm saying. Yeah, yes. But he made it seem like I saw so many things. I saw so much. No. These guys and gals over here really saw some stuff. He was
on a yoga retreat in Vietnam.
Exactly. Okay? Exactly.
He says his longest relationship was for 1.5 years. I don't even know who that woman was, but God bless.
She was trapped.
He says he lost his dad when he was 8. And he felt like if he loved someone, they would be taken away. And they're like, whoa, we have found each other in the pods. We can't believe it. They both speak Spanish. Oh, my God. Okay.
Great.
Thank the Lord we don't see them for a while because I hate them. Okay.
I mean, the producers are like, we can only take so much. They don't pay us enough to keep recording these two motherfuckers right here.
Oh my God.
It's really exhausting. All those words that just mean nothing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had to say them. So now we go on to Francesca and Joseph. They're boring, but they're more interesting.
Yes.
They say they want to get deeper because he's like, if you're not going to say one sexual thing, and like Chavanique's only saying a sexual thing. So,
I mean, she needs to at least be flirting a little bit at this point.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they say they want to get deeper. So she asked him, do you think it's hard to fall in love? And he says, yes. They talk about their childhood. She says, I don't have a lot to say. Like, my childhood was good. And he says, my parents, I didn't see a lot of love growing up. And as a little boy, you don't know how to process that. And I think that shaped who I am. And that's probably a big reason I have walls up, but I want to find a wife. And I know that I'm going to have to let down some walls and get more vulnerable. Okay. And she says, where do you think you are on a scale of 1 to 10? He goes, what do you mean? She goes, in life overall, like, where do you think you are? Like, looks wise, I think is what she means.
I don't know what she meant at all, but I'm sure he probably thought it was something sexual. Like, are you?
I don't know if she meant like, do you think you're killing it in life because you have a good job? And she goes, like, life overall. And he goes, well, and she goes, well, because I feel that we have physical energy together. And he goes, oh, are you flirting with me, Francesca?
She's trying, but she's trying real hard, but it's not landing.
And she goes, I like how we vibe. I think that we have deep conversations. I think we can be fun. And then he walks out and he goes, Francesca just shot up to the top of my list.
Okay.
Whatever
works.
So she says Joseph is her number one. And then she's like, but I'm also realizing he's dating that hot piece of ass over there, Chavanique.
Thank God he can't see her.
Mm-hmm. So Yasmin now meets with Jordan. so they've had, remember, okay, so they've had a few dates. And she says, we're really getting along. We have good vibes. He makes me feel safe and comfortable, and I can be myself. So she tells him, I feel comfortable enough with you now. I want to tell you something. I have vitiligo. Now, I'm glad she told him.
Yeah.
So that he wouldn't be surprised, because it is surprising because most of it is on her face, and some people have in different places, but mostly it starts on your face. I looked it up.
I mean, that would have been like Sophie's brother. Like, they opened up the thing and he came out with his one leg. Like, that's kind of something you need to tell a person before you
it's a big thing. It's a
huge thing. Yes.
So she says, I have vitiligo. She said, it rocked my self-confidence for a very long time. I covered up and used makeup for like 20 years, and only my close friends knew. And I always felt attractive. Like, I would put makeup on to meet the mailman at the door. Wow. I tricked myself into thinking no one would ever love me. And she starts crying.
It's sad.
And he goes, well, it's not all about looks. Like, you have a beautiful aura. You're a diamond inside and out. And I really thank you for sharing that. It's very sweet. And in the talking head, she says he had a lovely response, and I felt better for it.
I mean, at the same time, how could he have any other response?
Oh, he's like,
he would have been a total asshole. Yeah.
Oh, are you ugly? Yeah, right.
Or as my stepmom tells my dad, you look like a Palomino horse. Like,
okay.
Yes. Yeah, he's got the vitiligo thing going on. And you're right. Like, it does start with the face. She's got a better version of it. I'll say that.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
And I will also say, later we do see pictures of her with full makeup on. And I don't know if she's a makeup genius, but you can't tell one bit.
I know my mom told me, like, when my dad first started to get it, he would use like Dermablend to cover it up. But I mean, he's a guy. He's like, fuck it. He's like, it's never stopped me from getting a woman. He's like, I don't, Yeah. But me being a kid, I never knew anything was wrong with him until like another kid mentioned it, because you just see your parents and you're like, that's just how he looks. But I think she's got a much better version of it.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Now, don't come at me. That's just my opinion.
That's your lived experience.
Lived experience, yes.
All right, Taylor and Sophie. Here we go.
Okay.
She has given him her teddy bear and her chain that were gifts from her mom. They both say they're falling in love with each other. He says, Sophie, you're the one. Now we go to a different date where they're in different outfits. This is all in one scene, guys.
Yes, thank God.
And we do the proposal. Now, if you guys are new here, I don't go through the proposals. Also, don't go through the vows. I just say blah, 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 nice words. They get engaged.
No one has like blown us away with a proposal.
Here they are.
Good for them. Sophie and Taylor.
And when they meet up, as happens sometimes, they look alike a little bit. When I see people together, they both have a very wide mouth.
And they do.
They do. And they both have a good nose. Oh, God, their kid will have a good nose no matter what. No bad nose choice. Although you think his nose is suspect.
I do. I don't trust it.
All right. Jack and Faye. He says, he's talking to Faye. And he said, now remember, we've got a choice here, Kira and Faye.
Yep.
Jack says, I want to marry my best friend. Best friend, again.
That's the new thing.
And Faye, he says, Faye is giving that kind of energy. So he's written some stuff for her. She goes back to the women's quarters. It was like, oh my God, you guys, Jack was so nice. He wrote something for me. And Kira's like, what?
This is where the shit really starts to turn up right here.
Right here. She can't fucking believe that he said he would write something for her, which he did not say.
He did not say it. Nope. That's the way she interpreted it.
He said, maybe I will.
Yeah, but he decided to write one for Faye instead.
For Faye. All right. Now we go to our first meeting, and it's Taylor and Sophie. They're going to meet in person. And I mean, I'm just like, this girl's a smoke show. She's gorgeous.
She's looking. Yep. And she's not like too far out of his league. Like,
not at all. Not at all. They go to meet. I think they're very well matched in height. And I said they have the same giant smile. And he's like, you're stunning. You're stunning. You're stunning. He can't believe it. They kiss a lot. He gets on one knee. They're both super cute. And I say they'll have gorgeous babies with good noses. They do a lot of kissing. They re-exchange the necklaces.
Thank God.
Thank God. And I love you. You're hot. I'm so lucky. A lot of that.
Nothing was weird.
Nothing was weird.
Much of anything. No.
Talking head. He said, she's stunning. Best looking bird ever. Man, I'm over the moon. Sexual love. The emotions I feel are undeniable. And Talking says he's literally gorgeous and makes me feel so special. It feels like destiny. And I wrote here, Keisha, I believe in their love.
I knew you would.
I believe in their love because these two hot people should be able to make it work.
I don't know if I believe in anyone's love yet.
Okay. I believe in their love. I do.
Okay.
All right. Over in the women's quarters, Kiara stirred up some shit, man.
And it doesn't stop.
It never stops.
It never stops. Nope.
Kiara says, I feel like Jack is disingenuous and it's turning me off massively. And AJ has told me, this is how I feel about you. And I really like that. And with Jack, I don't want to get swept up in charm and charisma. I just have to listen to my gut. So she's
good. Stay with that.
Good. She's decided.
You've decided and that nothing else about Jack should bother you. He is a non-motherfucking factor at this point.
Why do you care?
Why do you care?
Why do you care?
But she can't. Oh, but does she care?
She can't. So here she is. Let's just remind her. There's Kiara. And let's remind us what Jack looks like. So many J's. There he is. There's Jack. Okay.
Oh, I hate that they chose that picture for him. It's a bad picture. Yeah.
So they meet in the pods. And the first thing he says, Kiara, you'll be happy. I've been journaling. I've been writing stuff down. He tells her, okay, like I learned from you. So now I've been writing stuff down. And he goes, and I got to tell you something. I have 2 connections and I want to get down to the nitty gritty. And so she starts to talk and he kind of cuts her off and she rolls her eyes like he won't let me talk. Yes. And she goes, Jack, I understand because I have 2 connections that are quite different. I've really enjoyed our dates. You've brought out things in me that others haven't. And he goes, do you think we're compatible husband and wife wise? Mm-hmm. And it's dead serious. Nobody's joking.
No
They're having an adult conversation. Yes. And on it, nobody's mad.
Nope. Yet.
And she says, Jack, I don't know if you know what you want. And I need a man who knows what he wants. Now, well, that's interesting because he's like a professional chef and you know what I mean? Like, I think he kind of does know what he wants. I think his goofy ADHD has sort of made her think this. And
if you've been around someone with ADHD, he is textbook ADHD. Yes.
And he goes, interesting. Okay, that's fine. He goes, and that's how I was feeling coming into the date. Right. He goes, because I think you're an amazing person. And no matter how much we get along, I do think I'm better suited with Fran.
Oh.
And she goes, and you can't even get her name right, Jack. It's Faye.
But she's not really offended about the fact that he called her Fran. She's really pissed off because she's like, he's choosing
somebody else.
Yeah.
And he goes, no, he goes, oh, and he kind of laughs. He goes, I meant Faye. And she goes, you've been saying for like the last however that I'm your number one. I have not said that to any of the girls because I don't want Faye to hear it. But it's not fair to her. And I think you need to think about what you want. And I think I just realized overnight that I don't think I could be that. And he cuts her off and goes, yeah, we've established that already.
Yeah. No, she didn't need to say anything.
She doesn't need to go into why. Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes, we've established that already. This is what I'm saying to you.
She didn't like that.
And she goes, well, can I say how I feel? And he goes, yeah, of course. Okay. And she says, I think you're a free spirit. And I don't think I'm free-spirited enough. And I just think there are better matches out there. And he goes, right, we agree. Yeah. And he goes, and the last few dates I had with Faye, I come out laughing. And you don't do that. But you provide other things. And he goes, yeah, right. And she goes, right. So it's like, it is a little bit of like, I'm breaking up with you. No, I'm breaking up with you.
That's exactly what it is. But really, he did it first.
And really, they both went in there deciding they weren't for each other.
Yes.
And it's so important for her that she broke up with him. And he's like, either way, we're saying the same thing, you know?
Yes.
So he walks out and he goes, see ya, it's been a fun roller coaster. And she goes, oh, absolutely. And I hope it goes well with Faye. And he goes, what's her name again? And he laughs. He's joking.
Which is pretty funny, especially since I texted you earlier today and I called her Fran as well.
You accidentally called her Fran as well.
Yes.
So over in the women's quarter, Kiara goes in. She goes, I broke things off with Jack.
Not true.
I broke things off with Jack. And they're all like, oh, how did he react? And she goes, oh, he jumped in and tried to say he was feeling the same thing. And I said, well, that's funny because you've been telling me I'm your number one for days. And she says,
there's no reason for her to say
no.
This. She just wants to get at Faye.
She just wants everybody to know that two men wanted her.
Right.
She says he just kept stumbling over his words. He talked about other connections, but he got their names wrong. She said this to make sure Faye knew.
Yes. She's such a fucking bitch.
And
it doesn't stop.
So Kiara sort of walks away. She's saying it loud so Faye could hear.
Yeah, so Faye.
Faye.
Mm-hmm.
So Faye goes, should I be worried that he's been telling people that she's his number one? She goes, that's a weird one to navigate. You know, is this man insecure and scrambling? He'll need to explain himself. And in the talking head, Kiara goes, I don't think Jack is genuine and I don't want Faye to get hurt. That's my main priority.
You don't care about you should give two shits about this girl. And you don't. What is she doing this for camera time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think she wants to be. I think she wants to be like the villain.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, and as we go, being the villain is going to backfire on her. She wants to be this bougie villain that everybody's going to wish they were like her, blah, blah, blah. It's going to backfire on her, but you do have to wait you do have to wait about 5 more episodes. I'm sorry to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the end of episode 2. We did it. We did 2 episodes in an hour and a half. Woo, 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 woo. Yes.
Oh, boy.
Woo. All right, you guys. That is Love is Blind UK season 3, episodes 1 and 2. Your next episode is out covering 3 and 4. It's out right now. And tomorrow, Thursday the 20th, you will get the next 2 episodes. If you're listening to this episode on the free feed, episode 1 and 2, you're welcome. You can get all the episodes. They'll all be over on Pink Shade Prime. We always like to give the first episode of a new season of anything over to the free feed. So here it is for you. If you want to subscribe, click below. We'd love to have you because we try to keep ourselves tame a little bit on these first episodes, but
because we get buck wild.
We get
later on.
We get pretty serious and pretty, we just say how we really, 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 really feel when we get to know these people's personalities a lot better. How about that?
There's lots of personalities too.
Lots of personalities here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord. Okay, Keisha, thank you. Everybody, make sure you are following us on social media. Pink Shade Pod, The Libra Lounge with Keisha. We'll be putting up clips of this. So hope you enjoyed this. And if you're on Prime, the next episode's already in your feed. Okay, thank you. Bye.